June 19th through the 25th. On June 19th, 1865, the Juneteenth celebration begins. June 19th, 1865 marks the day that many blacks actually became free, especially those in Texas, even though Emancipation Proclamation technically freed all slaves in 1863, 2 years prior. Slavery actually continued in Texas until the end of the Civil War. It was not until June 19, 1865 that many slaves learned they had been freed. They call the Day of Freedom Juneteenth. It is normally marked with picnics, barbecues, and commemorations. In 1980, the day became an official holiday in Texas. June 20th, 1871, the first anti-Ku Klux Klan trials begin in Oxford, Mississippi. The trials were part of an effort begun by President Ulysses S. Grant to crush the Klan, which was populated by defeated Confederate soldiers from the Civil War and were becoming increasingly powerful throughout the South. In Mississippi, white doctors, lawyers, and even ministers were indicted for violating black rights and conspiring against the U.S. government. More than 900 were indicted in Mississippi and 243 convicted in Mississippi now. Similar trials took place throughout the South, most notably in South Carolina and North Carolina. Grant's efforts succeeded in crushing the terrorist organization, and it would not rise again until 1915. June 21st, 1864, three civil rights workers, Andrew Goodman, James Chaney, and Michael Schwerner, disappear near Philadelphia, Mississippi, and are later found murdered. 7 Ku Klux Klan members opposed to a black voting rights campaign were indicted for the killings, but none served more than 6 years in prison. The incident became one of the major sparks to the then young civil rights movement. Justice for the three were finally completed in June 2005, almost 40 years later, when the leader of the group of Klansmen, Edgar Ray Killen, was convicted of their murders. Ironically, Killen was convicted on June 21st, 2005, 41 years to the day that Goodman, Chaney, and Schwerner were killed. June 22nd, Benjamin O. Davis Jr. becomes the first African-American general in the United States Air Force. His father, Benjamin O. Davis Sr., had been the first black general in the U.S. Army. June 23rd, 1921, Shuffle Along, the first of a succession of widely popular black musicians performed for white audiences, opened at the 63rd Street Theater in New York City, becoming the first African-American Broadway musical. The musical comedy combined the talents of the legendary team of UB Blake, and Noble Sissy. June 24th, 1944, legendary singer Patti LaBelle is born. Patti Louise Holt in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. June 25th, 1773, Massachusetts slaves petitioned for their own freedom. As a result of the petition, a bill ending slavery in the state was actually drawn up and passed by the legislature. But the governor refused to sign it, and there were not enough votes, tongue-in-cheek there, to override his vote.